Let me keep this. All right. Once again, I want to appreciate everybody for taking out time to show up this evening. I know for some of us that are working remotely or some that are working from offices, I know how tedious to be to join a program if it's not as important to you at this time of the evening. It's after 7 in the city of Lagos, Nigeria. I live in Lagos. Okay. For us to be able to do this very fast, I wouldn't want to waste anybody's time. I would like you to actually tidy up things that can distract you. Yeah, I wouldn't want to mute everybody, but if that is what needs to be done, I might need to do that, right? I might need to do that. So I wouldn't want anything to actually distract you while the session is going on. So please do that. I've already mute or close all my application as well, so that won't distract us, right? My goal is very simple tonight. My goal is to actually let you know how you can use the skill you already have or the skill you're about to get started with, how you can use it to earn independently of a client, of a gig, of a job. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you should leave your job. This is just an additional, right? So we need to be on the same page, right? But apart from your regular job, your regular gigs, so yeah, we all know sometimes when you don't have a gig for the week, for 2 weeks, right? Apart from your regular job, how you can actually use that same skills that you have, that you have always wanted to do something different. Like you know so much more, but you are not really getting up to what you want. And in this economy that we have right now, we are all aware that one stream, two stream is not enough, right? So again, how you can use that same skill, and I'm going to show you the process. Like I've been documenting my journey all the way. So it's not something that somebody told me, it's what I do, right? I'm going to actually try to share as much as I can within the shortest time that we have, how you can make six-figure income by using your skills, right? Without distracting every other things that you are doing. So everyone that join us, if you have missed anything, uh, this is being recorded and I'm going to drop it on my YouTube after this training. So here is a little bit about me, right? My name is Sheyi today. You will have seen that from where you saw the Facebook ad. I started my career as a web developer in 2007, and I've been in the internet marketing space since 2009. You're wondering what happened. So at the point, I had to make a decision either to specialize in web development or to do more internet, right? And along the line, I found out that both actually help each other, because as a digital marketer, you'll be working with landing page, you'll be working with tracking. So your knowledge of web design will actually help you as a digital marketer. I am certified digital skill trainer, both Facebook and Google, and I'm a lead trainer at Facebook Blueprint Network. For any one of you that have tried to do a background check, maybe you have seen something like that. Here is a couple of certifications that I have with Facebook. So I train on Facebook projects here in Nigeria. I started that since 2018, yeah, on a program called Digify Pro, right? So these are my Facebook certification. And if any one of you actually want to skill up or have any one of these certifications, I am the right plug to actually put you through, because I've actually gone through all this process. What does this certificate does for you? These certificates helps you to learn to earn in dollar, really, because by the time you have some of these certificates in your LinkedIn, you see employer coming into your inbox to ask you if you want to be a trainer, if you want to be a media planner, a media buyer, and the rest. That is not why we are here this evening, right? And like I told you, I started my career as a web developer, and I've successfully built a business online to the tune of 7 figure in the last 2 years. So I own software.co.ng, right? So what did I do there? I sell web hosting package, SSLs, and other server related services on software.com.ng. Apart from that, I have so many other things that I couldn't be mentioning right now. And as we proceed, you get to know some of them. If I'm too fast at any time, if you have any question, you can drop it on the chat box. Like I said, I don't want to waste your time after you've already stretched in the whole day, maybe in traffic, right? Maybe some people are even in church right now, but we have to do what we have to do. I've also trained and mentored several hundreds of people across West Africa. This is Ghana, 2019, before COVID-19 actually struck. So I used to travel to Ghana and some other African countries for training like that. This is Lagos, Nigeria, Sheraton Lagos Hotel. And this is some of my training. And this is where I speak, or I represent Facebook in an event, right? I also work, remember, I showed you some of those certifications. You see that media planner and buyer. So I also work as a media planner, buyer, lead generation specialist, and digital marketing consultant to advertising agencies here in Lagos. I don't necessarily need to go to the office. What I do basically is I do media planning and buying for agents. So basically what I need from them is to get me a strategy document. Going through the strategy document, I will come up with media plan, right? So you might be thinking, after all these things that I've mentioned so far, so why do I need to do every other thing? Oh, so when you begin to think about future focus, right? When I get to 40, 50, 60, will I still be able to do what I'm doing right now? That is where the question comes. Yeah, we might be living good right now, earning up to, when we add the total income together, earning up to more than ₦1 million in a month. But what will happen when you don't do all those works again, when you are getting old? That is why, as a developer, as a digital marketer, if you don't have your own brainchild, you should be able to build in something that will last you. For everybody that are joining in right now, you're welcome. And this session is being recorded so that you'll be able to watch the replay of what you have missed. I just finished introduce myself. So like I told you, why do I have to do this? Future focus. Very, very, very important. There comes a time where you started thinking about what you can do right now, because you know you are not going to have the same energy in the next 15, 20 years. What you can do right now that will create a freedom for you in the next 15 years and beyond. What can you invest your digital skills, time, resources now that will take care of the future? I call it 315. That is 3 years taking care of 15 years. And not just only doing that, but becoming an expert in doing it. So that's actually brought about what I'm going to share with you as we proceed. So what I'm going to share with you this evening is actually anchored on 3 components, which are products and services. Relax, you don't have to create a product. You don't have to create a service. I guess somebody is already thinking affiliate marketing. It's not affiliate marketing. Just have a look alike, right? Engine marketing system. That is why if you are not a digital marketer or you are not a digital marketing enthusiast, right? You don't have a passion or you don't have an interest in marketing digitally, generally, marketing digitally, not traditional this time around, right? This might take you a little bit to actually learn some certain things. Then traffic. A digital marketer know that traffic is the bloodline of any business, either offline or online, right? So in looking at the kind of, I've already done all this research. So this make it very easy for you that are listening to me. So in carried out my research, I actually look at everything and came up with criteria for selecting the product. Remember, I said you are not going to create a product, right? Booming industry. So I look at booming industry one, not just a booming industry with a solid background, not just only that, that has the product in high demand in the marketplace. Because no matter what it is, if the product is not in demand, yes, you might sell, but it won't be frequent and it will be hard. A very typical example, I do a lead generation specialist for a company called Bankers Warehouse, right? So what did they do? Cash in transit, safe deposit box. So I actually specialize in that particular products called services, safe deposit box. So people that have valuable things that are so dear to them that they don't want anything to happen to it, they want to see, they want to keep it, they use safe deposit box. And the smallest of those boxes are 95,000, is 95,000 naira per year. Right. Yes, I market that. It's not everybody that do that. That kind, I couldn't call that a booming industry because that services is only for social economic class A. It's not for everybody. It's someone that have more than enough that would take 550,000 just to secure something for a year and paying subscription on that. Right. So let's move on. I digress a little bit, but it's very important for us to know. So looking at the booming industry, these are the booming industry right now generally. Micro mobility, the Ubers of these days, the boats, the rider, the go-karter, and the rest. E-learning platform, Coursera, Udemy, personal nutrition, wearable watch. You see what Facebook just did, the glass, solar power, internet publishing. You remember Pulse, you remember LinkedIn KG, e-commerce platform, softwares, marketing related. A lot of people are talking about forest and rest. This is not forest, please. This is not forest. Health related, love and relationship. You see, if you have been taking notes on Boomplay, on all these apps, you see a lot of mobile apps being developed for relationship online. Love. You might be thinking, are people in love? Yes. I had one of my friends that I have a friend that had to manage one of those brands early this year. And they use influencer like Mr. Macaroni to actually promote that relationship app. It cost 2.5 million as at that time. I think Mr. Macaroni is 3 million right now. As at that time, just for a video, for a single video on that. That is how you get to know. So with all these criteria, we're able to choose which products or services. Like I told you, I've already done all this research. This is what I've been doing for the past 2-3 years. It's just now like, okay, other people can leverage on this as well, right? Okay, so let's move on. So the good news is we are going to major in almost 3 or 4, touch all these areas as we proceed. Right, everybody have a system. I so much believe in system. One of these persons that I respect very well in this Nigeria, yes, not Dangote. It's a billionaire too, but not Dangote. Mike Adenuga. Way back since the date of Equatorial Trust Bank down to Sterling Bank. Anytime I see the slogan "One Customer Banks," it actually has a different meaning to me. It's not, to me, it's not about, okay, when you get to our banking, or you are not going to queue. That is not. So anytime I saw that particular slogan, "One Customer Bank," it's always come to me that, okay, what is the capital base of a bank right now? That's the first thing I think. As at that time, I think the capital base was about 25 billion. Just imagine you have Globalcom. As at that time, you have Globalcom, you have Connoy, you are the chairman of Globalcom, Connoy, and you have some other business. You have Equatorial Trust Bank, which is now Sterling Bank. If you make it compulsory that anybody that are going to transact with Globalcom or Connoy to use Equatorial Trust Bank, that's the way I see it. There is no way that they will not be surpassing the capital base. That is a system. The same way Bill Gates has his own system, not just developing a software, but developing an intelligence around it that make people to subscribe, that make people to use it as an infrastructure, both software. The same way you have Amazon Flywheel, you can read about that Flywheel system, which is actually the core of that business, lowest price, lower cost structure, sellers, traffic is showing up here again. Traffic is showing up here again, right? So when you look at all these systems, you find out that people that are actually thriving, there are people that are working with system. So as a digital marketer, I was thinking in the next 10 years, 20 years, what will happen? Is it marketing science? A lot will happen. We don't know. In the last 20 years, nobody is talking about digital marketing as a career. Nobody is talking about data science as a career. What we knew then was statistician. right? Things are changing rapidly. And when you look at your age, maybe you are 30, you are 25, whatever it is, add 20 years to it and see, and you understand what I'm talking about. So with everybody that we have right now, I would like to know if you are ready to actually learn what I'm about to share with you tonight. If you're ready, if you are good to go, as a way of conversation that we're on the same page, that you are with me this evening, I would like you to type yes on the chat box. If you are just joining in, I would like you to type yes on the chat box. If you are just joining in, welcome. If you have mixed anything, this video is being, this session, I mean, is being recorded. So there's going to be a replay after, but you are about to join us in the main point, the main highlights of this evening. Anyone? Elvis, I see you. I see you, Elvis. I see you. All right, let's get to it. Traffic. Traffic is very, very, very important. Traffic is the core, is the borderline of what I'm about to share with you. And you might be thinking, okay, I'm a digital marketer. I use Facebook. I use Google. I use YouTube. I have a blog. You can mention a lot of that, right? So let's see, what about traffic? Traffic is very, very important, and you should not, anyone, a good digital marketer should not actually based on 1 or 2 or 3. In fact, 5 traffic is not enough. So I'm going to give you, these are traffic sources that have collected over the time. I'm going to just share with you 50 traffic sources. Okay, 50 traffic sources so that you understand what we're talking about. These are different traffic sources which we can leverage on to actually drive traffic to the products that we are going to be dealing with this evening. Remember, you are not going to create any product or services. Let me give you another 50. These are things that I've actually put together over time. This is not something that somebody will just wake up and you started using it. These are from the whole lot of experience, right? Let's get to it. So I said our core component this evening is going to be the product, the traffic, right? And the marketing system, because nothing will actually happen without the marketing system, right? So what is the product? Wait a minute. It's possible. I remember that I've said we are going to major in up to 5 or 6 categories of our product selection. What is the product? And if you read through the copy on the art that got you here, you find that I said 5%, only one out of 10,000. A lot of things are actually in the places that we don't really know we can leverage our skills on, right? People are doing this, but they don't know about digital. So what are we going to be marketing? So we have a product. After we have a product, hear me out and listen clearly and see how this come about. We have a product. You are going to have a mobile app already set up for you, so you don't need to think about that. You are going to have loaded with all the products. Like I said, you are not the one to create a product. There's nothing you are creating. There's nothing that you are taking care of. Then the mobile app, both for your business analytics, and also a drip campaign. So instead of thinking of, oh, I need to subscribe to Mailchimp, MailerLite, GetResponse, you don't have to do any one of those things. All this is already in a box for you. So this is a system. People land on your landing page, take the products, the organization pick up the products, so you don't need to think about logistics. Nationwide, pick up the products, deliver, you earn your commission. All these commissions, sales commission, just like the same way that I do with Bankers Warehouse, I earn sales commission on every sales deposit box. I earn 20% on every sales deposit box, right? The smallest box is 95,000. The biggest box is 550,000. But that is not what we are here for tonight. I'm just trying to explain how this works. So you earn the sales commission, and all these are going to be accrued together for you at the end of the month. And just imagine, maybe if you are earning 200,000, you are earning 150,000 in your current state of work, place of work. This doesn't disturb any one of those things. You are just pushing out traffic, leveraging on your skills. You are currently earning that. You now have an extra 150, 200. Won't that be nice? Without you lifting a finger, all you just have to do is to set a traffic, send it to your landing page, pick up the product, and put all the commissions together. Listen and listen good. For some of you that might have seen something that look familiar with you. I would like to know from the comment box if they've already seen something like you are thinking, oh, what are we here for, right? I'm glad to tell you that we also have a marketing system, which I told you that you have a marketing system which takes care of all marketing. You have a drip campaign. Drip campaign is an advanced email marketing system. I don't know, should in case you have not used that before, you're going to have access to that. You have a mobile app, and these are the products that you market. And this is one of the reasons why I said 5%, if not than less than 5% of digital marketer knows that they can earn so much more. If you have known this product is an household name. If you know this product, if you put 10 people together in this Nigeria and you mention this company, called Your Life, it's hardly before you not see 2 or 3 people that know this thing. Now listen very well. This is not bring one or bring two, right? I don't do bring one, bring two. Should the case you've seen something like, okay, I know these people. No, no, no. This is not big one or bring two way of business. I just told you this is a digital skill you are going to leverage on the system. So you have a mobile app, you have email marketing system, the complaints. This is a video of a mobile app, but I won't waste your time with that. You have a landing page for opt-in. The company takes care of delivery. You have an email marketing system, and you can also decide to do your personal delivery with GoCada, because that has happened to me. This is GoCada. And again, like I said, this is not a bring one. These are some of the deliveries, so that I won't waste much time there. And this is some of the people that transfer to me. They don't know me. I won't still wait much time there. If you look at all the systems that are being put together, right? The e-commerce website that are already been developed for you, the payment system that are already been developed, the mobile app that already been developed. Even if you have heard about this before, you've never had it in this way, because people that promote this, they are not digital marketer. And digital marketer, I just see that digital marketers are leaving too much money on the table. Content up done for you. You don't even thinking of video marketing, video content that you're going to use for video, creative that you're going to use. You don't need to think of all that. If you look at all these are things that are much more expensive. These are what you are going to get for free, absolute free. Just imagine you are getting response kind of system for free to market a product. It doesn't happen anywhere. Not only that, I told you in my introduction that I also have a web hosting company. So I'm going to give the first 5 people that get started with this a free domain name I'm hosting for 1 year. That's why I say $40. So you might be looking at all these, like, are we going to pay all this? You are not going to pay all this. These are already been done for you for free, right? That now the choice is yours. Remember, if you look at the group, maybe we have up to 70 people there, but what I said about is 5%. 5% is already showing up right now. I think we have 8 people here, right? Maybe it's more than 5%, but 5%, because I know that it's only 5% of people that will be able to do this and reap from this, right? So you don't need to do anything, but you just have to take a leap of faith. You just have to give yourself a chance to see, is this possible? Okay, now, from all the activities that I did in the month of August, right? In the month of August, from all the activities that I did, this is my sales commission in the month of August. You see that? Just imagine I work for agencies as a media planner. I get like 200 on each of the media plan. I don't go to the office, right? I work on a remote. I get like 200 on that. I train on Facebook projects. I get like 1,300. That's $1,300. And I still have this side also. Remember what I said? How not to depend, not to leave your work. I'm not saying you should leave your work. I still work. I work on brands. I have so many brands, even on the side also, on the side also, apart from the agency. I also have a web hosting that sells 24/7. But you just have to look like, okay, you have these skills. So what have you used it to do for yourself? Have you used it to do anything for yourself? Why do you have to only use it when the client comes? Just imagine it's your clients that calls you to come and market this product. You will jump and market it, but you don't know how much the clients are also making from this. Let's move on. What does it take for you to have access to all the products? And I'm going to log into my backend. Maybe spend like 2-3 minutes there because I wouldn't want to waste your time. Like I said, that's what I'm skipping some of those slides very fast so you get to know. For you to have access to all the products, the email marketing system, already payments integration, already logistic, meaning you can just stay at the comfort of your house and you are calling the shots. This is not going to affect, like I've mentioned, up to 3, 4, 5 things that I do, but this still doesn't. All I need to do is, so if you said you are an SEO specialist, have you tried it on your own? Have you tried to use it to build the content that will surpass Jumia? These are the skills, these are the things that will allow you to test those skills that you said you have, so that when you even have a client, you have so much confidence, because not just like you have done it with a client, you have an evidence and proof that you can do it, that you can pick a product from ground up and take it to whatever they want it to be, through your SEO, to your video marketing, to your Google ads, to your search, and several other traffic sources, Google My Business, and so on. So all you have to do is to get set to actually sign up on this platform and have access to all the products. Remember, you are not in the business of bringing one, bringing two. I don't have time for that. I have so many on my table, right? But you can market this and earn so much more. Like what you saw, I've already planned to double it. I'm currently running a Facebook ad, Google ads, Google My Business is set up. I have a blog and all that, right? So I actually plan to double that in the month of September to 400. And I remember I said, what can you do now? As you are doing that, guess what? You are building customer base. You are building customer base that at least once in every month, they are getting things from your platform, or some of them even come to your WhatsApp because they've now get to you. That is how to build customer base. That is the same thing that you can, strategy that you can also deploy on anything that you are doing. Like I've already said before, this is not bring one and being two, right? So you're going to have a free online marketing system, Google My Business. So if you have been finding this very difficult to actually verify Google My Business, I have a good news for you. I have friends that are working on Google projects that are with Google, that all I need to do is just to give you some particular instruction, and that Google My Business that I've been trying to verify for how many years? Because in the last 2 years, that have been very hard to verify Google My Business. You'll be able to verify that for your business, to get free traffic and some other things. So let's move on. These are examples of what I do on Google My Business. This is video marketing. I post product video on my I post product video on the YouTube channel, which I also use to drive traffic to my landing page. I do Google ads, which I also use to drive traffic to the landing page. You can see, you also see example of some Facebook ads that I've done, which also make so much sales. You see that? That is all I have for you. So if you are ready to get started with this, before 12, the first 5 people, before the 12 midnight this evening, I'm going to give you free domain and hosting. What are you going to use that free domain and hosting for? In order to build your blog. So when you build your blog, it's going to also be an addition to your traffic. The cheapest you can get any domain and hosting right now in Nigeria, any domain and hosting for a year, cheapest right now, maybe like 10,000 naira. That is it. 10,000 naira or 10,200 thereabouts. That's the cheapest, but I'm going to give you that for free. So if you have any question, I'm going to drop the question open. Like I said, I wouldn't want to take your time for that. This is just a brother sharing the dreaded marketing place a lot of digital marketers are running from. So like, again, you have a support, because this is what I've been doing, apart from what I do, and you will never see it. I've never mentioned it on any of my Facebook, Instagram, or anything. You never see it there. Like, and I've been doing this codedly in the last 3 years, codedly. And if you go to my Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, you will never see it there. So, okay, you have a question. Let me unmute everybody at this time. Um, unmute. Give me. Okay. So you can unmute yourself right now, please, Vicky Benson. You can unmute yourself right now. Vicky Benson, you can unmute yourself. Waiting to hear from you. You have question, but if you can't unmute yourself too, you can actually drop your comment. But I've actually unmute everybody. So I've actually enabled you that you can unmute yourself. Can you try to do that right now? Unmute yourself. Ask to unmute. Okay, you can also drop the question. Okay, okay, good. You're live now. Please go ahead, Vicky.
Okay, good evening. I'm going to actually type because where I am, I'm on the road.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Please, yeah, you can type. Thank you. So I'll be looking at any other person that have question. If you are not on the road, we put this at 7 o'clock because I don't want people to get late home, preparing for job the next day, and I'm still now taking your time till 9 to 10. That shouldn't be an idea for anyone, right? Any other question, Paul, Godwin, Sonny? While we wait for Vicky's question on the chat box. And so I can pause. I want to know if you can see my browser. Okay, thank you, Elvis. Right? So this is my browser. So this is the page, right? So everyone is going to have this landing page. You might have heard about this, but I can bet you that you've never had this way. Because people that you heard it from, they don't even know anything about online marketing. That's the point. So you have an e-commerce website already loaded with all the products like this for you, right? For you. Not only that, this product that you have there is in retail. Then you're also going to have a backend, right? A backend like this. I'm going to the backend right now. A backend like this where you can also monitor all the activities. What do you monitor here? What you have on the back end is the wholesale price. So the difference between each of the products, that is what is being accrued to your account every time that you make sales from this your front shop, right? From this your front shop, every time you make sales from your front shop, but the difference between the two is what is accrued. So let me show you, for example, now. This is the back shop. This is a back shop, right? So on this back shop here now, let's take a particular product, for example. Let's say, which product is that? Let me just pick any of the product. Look at this product. What you have here is, what you have on this product is 30,290. Simply means this is also a price, right? When you come to the front shop, let's look at the same product. Yep, you have it here. 35,590. So the difference between like 5,000 naira, the difference between this, that is what you are having in your back office. That's exactly what you have in your back office. So all of this accumulated together at the end of the month is what is going to be paid to your local account. What I screenshot that I sent to you, let me show you so that you not just think, oh, anybody can do a screenshot. No. So you can see these are different months. Like I told you, I've been doing this like this digitally. Maybe less than 5% of digital marketers do this, right? Because when they just hear the name, they only think of, oh, people that are bringing one, people that are bringing two. I don't bring one, I don't bring two. So if you are going to go to payment advice now, you will see what it is. Like I told you, I'm going to double this year, this month, not this year. I'm going to double. This is what I screenshot that you saw on my slide. So it's not maybe Photoshop. No, So the commission is actually 207,638. But they removed the withholding tax because of the government over 10,000 naira. And this is what I eventually have in my account. So this is exactly what I'm telling you, what I'm trying to share with you. Not just only that, if you go to, so I create a separate page, because if you go to, for example, now facebook.com/ads/library, Facebook ad library, right? On Facebook ad library, you will see the current. I'm still waiting for Vicky's comments. I've not seen it on the chat box, but if you didn't see that, Vicky, you might need to send me that, because I wouldn't want to take more people's time. So if you look at this now, if I go to all these ad now, I have a personal page that I'm using for it. Like I said, you will never see it on my profile across platform. So I build a page for that, and I call it New Life Startup. Yes, look at this. So on Instagram, he has about 541 followers. I don't know where they are coming from. It has about 374 likes on Facebook. These are the current ads that are going on. Again, another technique you are going to learn is you learn how to actually promote this kind of product on Facebook, because it's not everybody that can promote this kind of product on Facebook without your account not getting banned. Facebook is going to ban your account. So there's some tactics, there are rules and procedure policies that you need to be aware of that will not make you. And I've been doing this, just imagine I've been doing this for more than 3 years, and my account has never at any point in time gets deactivated because I'm doing this. Because one of the secrets is I'm not going to claim anything. I'm not going to claim anything. The best way to sell is not even to sell, really. And I've been having a lot. So I'm just trying to show you some of those things so that you know this is not bring one again, bring two. There's a lot of things. On this TANM dashboard, that is where you have the content of, that is where you have email marketing system to follow up. That is where you have drip campaign and a whole lot of others. And these are, I have a special training that I give to everyone because I document my process since day one up to now. So having to do this for someone that have already worked with the system is like showing you the difference between a ladder and a lift. So at this time, we are still here to get the question from Vicky. And if there's no question from anybody, oh, I think the question I've dropped. My question is okay, so all the products, so the question is, she actually asking if everything is free. I think she means one of the place. So everything is actually free, but for you to access all the tools, right? Let me go to that landing page so that you understand better. For you to access all the truths, you will need to get started with 18,400. That 18,400, it comes with like two free products, and those two products worth 15,000. So it's actually less than 3,000. So these are the products that I can also sell as well. But I always tell people to actually use the product. Why? Because you cannot sell the product that you don't believe. So it's a complementary. So you either go with 18,400 or 23,650. Then you have access to everything. After this, you don't need to buy if you don't want to buy anything again. But if you actually care about your health and you see the way people are rushing the product, you have a question to ask yourself that, why are people rushing these products? You want to, like, when I get started, apart from the free one that I use, year one, I don't use product for myself. Year two, until I started making like, come on, you see their money, come on. So I bought product that I need. So I don't need to have, for example, maybe diabetes before I prevent myself. I don't need to have prostate cancer, for example, before I protect myself. My question is it only New Life products you can sell? for the purpose of this training that I'm giving out and the research that I've done, I've tried to see any other marketing system out there, any other people that do this kind of a thing out there that have this system. I cannot work with anything that is not digitalized, right? For example, let me show you a very simple example. If somebody is in Abuja now that needs a product, I live in Lagos, I don't need to think about that because immediately, so it's either I send the person the website link or the person place order from there, or I just informed the person if I can order on their behalf. The company dispatch rider is going to deliver to their house. The same way in Lagos. So I've not seen, if I see any other businesses that take care of all those burdens today, believe me, I'm going to do. I'm going to do. If I that have email marketing system, that have drip campaign, that have online payment already integrated on each platform, that have logistic already, in fact, that I don't need to be thinking of, hey, this one is here, hey, this one is that. I'm going to definitely do it. So why do I have skill for? My skills is not just only to market for either clients, work for organization alone. That's things that I should be also leverage on. So that's it. Ugo, I believe I've been able to answer your question. But if you have any other people or companies that have this kind of a system, like I told you, I market sales deposit box. So for example, now, because of I know what SEO is, I just bought a domain for safedepositbox.com.ng. So if you go online now and you are looking for safe deposit box, you will definitely find me on the first page. So people pick the box, and the company that I market that for, they pay me the commission at the end of the month. So at the end of the month, apart from a regular salary, you have 200 here, 150 here, 500 here. Maybe I'm the only one that like that kind of a thing. It might not be all of us, really. That might not be all of us. Some of us might just be so comfortable with 150, 1.8 million per annum. No, I'm not. I'm married with 2 kids. I'm not. Maybe we are not on the same page on that. But me, I like having things from different sources. Yeah. So that's it. I hope I've been able to answer your question, Ugo. And I also hope I've been able to answer your question, Vicky. Any other question before we call it a day? So after now, like I said, for the first 5 people, again, remember the replay is going to be live maybe in the next 30 minutes. Yeah. Again, remember, if you need the replay, just send me a DM. Like I used to drop that on the group before, but I'm not going to do that this time around. Because like I want people to participate in their own rescue. Really. So if you want the replay, just DM me if you are here. I'm also going to drop that on the general platform for anybody that actually want a replay of this. And if you want to also get started before the 12 midnight today, it's something that you can do yourself. The process is very simple. I can send you the link. I can just tell you to go to the link. So these are the things that you do everything online. Is it like drop shipping? For the fact that I wouldn't call it drop shipping, it's like affiliates, right? But for the fact that you are not going to be thinking of products, you are not going to crowdfund anything. Yes, you are not going to do crowdfunding for anything. You are not going to thinking of logistic, except if you decide to buy some products. I live in Festac where we have a lot of old people, right? So I have some old people that on a regular basis, they're always looking for things for arthritis, like things like omega-3 or Carmag for strong bone and all that. So once in a while, I make sure that I have like 1 or 2 Carmag or salmon, so that, because some of them, when you meet them for the first time or they called you, some will not place order. I've had experience of a lot of people don't place order. They just come to your WhatsApp or they call you. How will I get it? Say, oh, you can buy it. And no, can you get it for me? I'll come to your place to pick it. So some like that. So that's it. So you don't need to actually get any product, I wouldn't call it drop shipping. Like I said, affiliate, but everything is also taken care of you. Again, this is not the only way people do it. Some people do this same business in the way of bring one, bring two. But like I told you, that is not what I'm in for. Like I've worked with agencies like if you bring condom, if you bring beer, if you do anything, brief, we work on it. So why wouldn't, so I just assume that what if the company come to me or to us as an agency, will I say, no, we can't work on that brief? Nah. So that's the way I see it. Exactly the way I see it. If you understand how marketing agency worked, I hope I've been able to answer your question. I hope I've been able to do that. If there's any question, please let me know, because we are actually done. I'm just trying to make sure that I clarify all the question. Once again, my name is Sheyi Omotude. You can Google me if you like to do background check, and you are going to see a lot of things I've done on the internet. And this is my phone number and WhatsApp number. I'm not hiding anything. If you think this is for you, yeah, think this is for you, think this is what you can leverage on. If you are really a digital marketer, or you are just getting started with digital marketing, and you want to actually practice your skill, the SEO they've taught you, you just know SEO. Have you used it for any products or any services? This is what you can leverage it on. I can tell you that if you type things that have to do with this, you definitely see me there. And you see some other guys that do it like this there. Because digital marketing space is competitive, but this particular product, the people that are doing it digitally, they are less than 5%. That's the point, right? So that's it. I would like to thank and appreciate everybody for taking out your time to show up this evening. If there's any other question or concern, please let me know. That is my number that I just dropped. I'm still going to do that on the general WhatsApp group. And somebody say something on the Ugo. Are you trying to ask a question or something on the general WhatsApp group? And if I get ready to get started with this, you can also DM me. I used to drop it on the public group. I'm not going to do that right now. That's it. So thank you once again, and I appreciate you all. I didn't take your time for granted, and I don't want to take any more of your time. It's actually 8 a.m. I want you to go and fresh up and relax and get ready for tomorrow's job. I love you all. Good night.